Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Mont, the free tank we get from this event. So let's compare him to Premium Tank, Hallowed Aegis Charlotte, and Awakened Warrior of Light because these two are the top physical tank at this point. And like you can see that Mont's stats is decent in terms of health and defense. Yes, they are lower than Premium Tank, but it's only 10 or 20% lower. But the problem here is his spirit stats. Okay, his spirit stats is only 40% boost. Okay, very low. And this is important because if you want to use him as a provoker, okay, remember that sometimes we use AoE magic tank and a provoker, and sometimes the enemy has single target magic attack that can bypass the AoE magic cover. At that time, Mont can be a little bit vulnerable because of this low spirit stats. Okay, that's only his problem. And for innate provoke, he also only has 50%, so it's a little bit harder to make him into 100% provoke, especially if you miss the Muggle charm. But it won't be that hard, okay? But I will talk about that later on equipment section. And like you can see, his passive, I don't see anything special, okay? Maybe it's good because he has that fatal damage protection, but other than that, just like your ordinary characters, okay? And what I hate about Mont is he has 150% attack boost. Why I hate attack boost? Because he's a tank. Yes, he can chain, but I think the attack boost is kinda irrelevant for him. I wish that this attack boost do not exist, but yeah, maybe he gets like 90% spirit boost instead of 40%. 40% is very low. Even some attackers have better spirit boost than Mont, okay? Okay, so enough about stats. Now let's talk about abilities. So he able to chain with Stardust Ray, so it is one of huge plus. He also learned dual cast, so he can become a backup chainer, especially if you have other Stardust Ray backup chainer on your party like Paladin Cecil. And in terms of element, he has access to fire and earth element. He can imbue himself with fire and earth element. And the best part is he also able to imperil those elements to the enemy. So let's say you want to use earth element, but your character, let's say you use War Hero Regan. Okay, War Hero Regan cannot imperil earth. In that case, Mont can imperil earth resist for you. Okay, and he also has 65% attack and magic breaks. This is probably useless for most veteran players, okay, but for newer players this is godsend because 65% attack and magic breaks kinda render early trials useless, okay? They become really easy to defeat because of the 65 attack and magic breaks. And he also able to buff himself 75% human and beast killer, another useless thing for himself. Okay, and for AoE protection, it is just like your AoE protection, but this gives him 25% magic and physical mitigation. And yes, that's good, but it's easily overrated. So yes, just your ordinary tank, I guess. Okay, and his limit burst also able to give your party 100% fire and earth resist. This is definitely nice if you fight the enemies who use fire and earth element. And yes, this LB is basically spammable. Okay, so enough about this. Now let's talk about partner. So Mont is a free tank, but I must say he kinda lacks something that make him usable. Okay, previous free tank Lightning 13-2, she is great because she has one meta ability, 50% damage mitigation, but this Mont he doesn't have that. but that doesn't mean he is useless, especially if you don't have physical tank. Then the solution is to pair him with another character who have 50% damage mitigation. Let's say Lucas, Lightning. Those two are good because those are AoE magic tank. Okay, so it's not conflicted with Mont if you want to use him as a provoker. And talking about Beast and Human Killer buff, they are good, okay, 75%. So if you have Mastermind Son, maybe you can get that buff and reapply to all other characters, okay. But make sure you able to defeat the enemy quickly, because yeah, basically you bring Mastermind Son to steal the buff, okay. So you kinda waste a slot, okay. And of course you can bring backup Stardust Ray Chainer like Paladin Cecil, maybe Adventurer Lock as a breaker, so they can chain together to finish the enemy. Okay, so enough about partner, let's talk about equipment. For equipment, you can get one decent weapon for him, Sleep Sword. Okay, this Sleep Sword is pretty decent only if you get the rare ability. The rare ability gonna increase your health, attack, defense by 25%. So wow, this is really good. Okay, this almost rival STMR sword if I'm not mistaken, okay, because it gives you huge health and defense boost. So make sure you don't miss this Sleep Sword and train it until you manage to get the rare ability. And yeah, talking about becoming auto provoker, make sure you also don't miss currently King Mok Shop, okay, especially if you are newer players. For veteran players, I believe you have Mughal Charm, so you don't need to worry. If you want to experiment with Mont, you can simply equip him with Mughal Charm and tada, he has 100% innate provoke. But if you miss Mughal Charm for any reason, make sure you get the K Producer's Jacket and Wrap Gift. Okay, those will give you 20% provoke. Combined with Mughal Plushie. Mughal Plushie is easily obtainable. It is Irish Trust Master Reward. So yes, it is worth the Trust Mughal to make it 100%, okay? Especially if you don't have Mughal Charm to make Mont into 100% provoke tank. Okay, and after that, simply make him into 100% evasion character, and you get good character, good single provoker. Okay, so my conclusion for Mont, I must say that unlike Lightning, he is just an okay free tank. Okay, he's not bad, he's perfectly usable on battle at this point, okay, because basically tank effectiveness is based on your equipment, and Mont has ability to pull that, okay, but he kind of lack meta ability like I said before, and his only plus is able to chain with Stardust Ray. If you don't take advantage on that, he's just your normal tanker. Okay, maybe you say compare him with Seekheart. Seekheart also doesn't have any meta defining ability, I must say, okay. He has 45% damage mitigation, but still it is not 50%. So I can say Seekheart doesn't have meta defining. But the good thing about Seekheart is if you have awakened all of his abilities and latent abilities, his stats is insane. Okay, so that kind of cover his weakness. But for Mont, he doesn't have that. Okay, maybe yes, he is free. I can totally understand that. So yes, just enjoy his Trust Master Reward, because his Trust Master Reward is pretty decent, guys. It gives you 20% health, 40% attack and defense when equipped sword. So many offensive characters use sword as their main weapon. So by equipping this Trust Master Reward, your DPS character gonna has good offensive and defensive attribute. Okay, so yes, maybe it's not that needed, okay, But still, on certain trial, maybe when you're not able to break the enemy attack, okay, this defense boost gonna be useful for your physical DPS, okay? It is almost as good as Lightning 13 too. Okay? And yes, maybe if you want to get it using, you want to get 2 of this using Blank Prism, you can do that, okay? This is really good Trust Mastery, what I must say. So yes, you may use that. But the STMR, I must say this is the bad STMR, okay? Because really guys, these stats 272, okay, maybe this is gonna useful for liquid metal slime if you still use that character. But yes, the rallying cry ability is kinda useless. Sure, the effect is nice, 5 LB to all allies, but yeah, do you want waste 1 turn only for that? Yes, it's pretty good maybe for Mont if you make him not only for Mont, okay, let's say it's good for a character, it's good for 100% provoke efficient tank, because basically what they do in battle is simply defend or doesn't have anything to do. So you can equip this to them to give your party 5 LB gauge per turns. Okay, so that's nice, but even without this, I don't think I will miss anything, okay? But still, it is free, so get it. Okay, like I said, you may equip it on your 100% provoke efficient tank, where they don't need to do anything else. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about Mont. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.